What's up, guys? We're back here in Archeworld. Let's talk about an event, and I had this video already done, but I guess it got corrupted and didn't get uploaded. So this is the Divine Key event. There's a clicky box on the bottom left, and every hour you're going to be able to get a key. You can get this 3 times a day. You do actually have to have the Arc Life staking on. You have to have at least 1,000 BSLT staked for you to get these keys. So it's kind of like an anti-botting measure right there. Like, you can't just get it as a 100% free-to-play player. You have to stake 1,000 BSLT. The rewards that you can get from this, there's only one thing. It goes in Arc Life box, and it costs 50 keys. You get this Awakening Scroll chest. So essentially it means every 17 days, you're going to get a tier 5 weapon or armor scroll. Or in there's one lucky chance to get a tier 6 scroll. So that's the only 2 things that you're going to get. We don't know the odds. We don't know the percentage chance. My guess is it's probably like 99% tier 5 scroll and then 1% tier 6 scroll. But there is a chance that you get a tier 6 scroll. And again, if you are already using the Arc Life staking system, this is completely free stuff that is just given to you. Every 17 days, you can get a box if you're logged in for 3 hours per day. So it's a pretty cool event. You know, everyone can really do this. You do have to stake to do this. But, you know, most people, if you are playing the game, you are probably going to stake 1,000 BSLT for some of those Arc Life perks. Right? So this is a catch-up event in my mind. Some people don't see it that way. Some people think this is more just like to keep your players up, your active players, keep them logged in more, and so forth. But to me, this sounds and feels like a really great catch-up event. They're also doing the new player event, right? So if you log into the game and you make a new account, you can get free tier 4 gear for 45 days by simply renting a house for 7 days and doing the labor quest, the village voucher quest. You take those, you turn them in. You can also get free tier 5 weapons and armor, or tier 5 weapons for 45 days as well in that promotion. So these are limited time weapons and armor that you can get your gear score up to about 14, 15,000 completely for free. Well, not for free, but you need to rent the house. But if you're going to play Archeworld, you do want to have land. You want to rent a land, you want to rent a house. And right now, especially on the North America server, labor prices are crazy. So labor is 5.2 BSLT for a labor potion. And by renting a small land, you're going to get approximately 30 labor potions per 28-day cycle, which means that you know, 30 times 5, that's 150 BSLT just in that. And the rents on the small land are roughly, you know, 90 BSLT right now, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit less depending on your server. I know North America server 2, there is a lot of open land plots, right? I don't know how much it is on the North America 1. I know a lot more people are, you know, active here and playing. So we can take a look at the charts here. We can see standard. So the average, they say, is 85. So 85 BSLT is the daily average for a small land. And just by selling the labor potions, you're able to double your money pretty much every 28 days. Right? And if you want to go further, you can make a little bit more money with doing the Archeum processing as well. So renting a small land right now is incredibly profitable. Granted, you're only making double your BSLT, so you're doubling, you know, what, 90, 85, 90 BSLT and making it 150. And that's really not much, because 150 BSLT times 2 cents is what, like $3? It's like a small amount of money value. But if you're looking at a percentage based, you're almost doubling your money off of a small land. And so this is why I tell people, and I think that these small lands are going to start to fill up, because not only do you have labor posts going crazy on the American servers, but you also have the free gear as well. And then with that free gear, you can jump into the arena here. You can jump into this, and like the last fight that we just had was a guy who was level 55, and he was just in here, you know, getting his losses, getting his free honor tokens, because the honor tokens are very expensive as well. So if you are trying to, make money, you can do so by playing farming the arena and simply just losing every match. And if you get lucky and win a match, you get additional honor tokens, right? So if you lose every single match of your free ones, you get 6 tokens a day. And the tokens are selling for about 15 to 20 BSLT for 10 of them. So that means 6 is about 10 BSLT in price. And that's per day, right? So you can earn a decent amount of BSLT, but the thing is, it's not worth much. It's worth a couple pennies, right? And that's what people don't like. People don't like that the BSLT is only worth like 2 cents. So what I always tell people is once the token price rises, if the token price ever rises back up to 5 cents or 10 cents, then people will get excited, because if you can make 2, 5, 6, 10 bucks a day, or something like that, a lot of people in the third world countries are like, hey, 10 bucks a day, that's a lot of money. And especially if they don't have to invest anything, right? If it's almost 100% free to get that money, or very, very small investment, like, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, that's a great income for those people. And that will definitely drive the prices down. What we're seeing is that no one on the American server wants to do those things, right? It's not worth the people's time on the American server. Even with the Shadigan ores, you can see Shadigan ores have started to skyrocket up, right? The yellow ones are around 4,000 now, going up. The purple ones also have gone up significantly. They're up to, I think, 400 BSLT right now. 360, 370. And that's because people just don't want to plant crops, right? People aren't planting crops. People aren't doing those little tedious activities because they value their time more, I think, right? Someone asked me, hey, why do you have all this land if you don't use it? So the blues are back up to 27 BSLT. And it's I value my time. I'd rather not be clicking on little crops and trees and chopping them down and doing that day after day for pennies. It's not worth my time to do that. I'd rather go sleep or go have, play basketball or play tennis or something outside. I'd rather have fun rather than chopping down crops for, 10 cents. It's just not worth it, right? I'd rather go work a job too. Even go work at McDonald's over in America. You can get 20 bucks an hour now in California. So why would I chop trees for, 20 cents an hour? It doesn't make sense. So that's how I think a lot of the American players and the players in the North America server here are thinking, and they don't do these activities. So the activities, they start to become more expensive, right? So honor tokens are down a little bit right now, but there was as high as 21 BSLT yesterday, high as 23 BSLT a couple days back. The honor tokens, they go up, they go down. It's just like everything, supply and demand, right? Someone comes in, buys everything. Someone wants to upgrade their cloak or attempt to upgrade their cloak. So yeah, there's opportunities for people that only want to make a few dollars. And, I think that's where the game will repopulate. Once people realize and more people get out there and hey, I can make $2, I can make $5. And they're like, wow, that's a lot of money for a third world country. And there's no investment really, and then they get sucked into the game. That's the whole point of the whole play to earn aspect, is you get people and you get them sucked into the game, you get them addicted to the game, and then they stick around and potentially throw lots and lots of money, right? So these events are all good. They're all trying to attract new players, right? They're all trying to get people geared up, make them improve their gear. Even though with all that said and done, right, and people have quit and left, there's not many gears for sale. So that's my tier 6 bow up for sale. If we look at tier 5, there's not much weapons and armors up for sale. There's a couple weapons and a couple armor, but really not too much, right? You have lots of staffs and lots of bows, and everything else is kind of You got a couple flutes, one flute. You got one chest piece or 2 chest piece, but there's really no armor up here. If we click on the armor tab, we can see there's 4 pieces of gear. So, you're going to have to make your own armor, and it's not cheap to make your own armor, and it keeps going up in value, right? The materials needed to make the armor are getting more and more expensive. The purple core, for example. Purple core, let me go look over here. This thing is 200 BSLT. So we see the shards, they're down up to 0.3. Like, shards are quite expensive, actually. And we look at the full cores. These things are, they dropped down now. They're down to 75, 80 BSLT. You can see there was a big drop. They were up to about 200 at one point. Oh, even 390 about a week ago. But on top of that, like, you need the purple shotguns as well. So you need a purple core and a purple shotgun to make that scroll that they're going to give you for free for logging in for 17 days and 3 hours a day. So, like, this event is giving you a free 500 BSLT scroll every 17 hours, essentially. Like, there's just lots of opportunities for free items and catch-up gear, right? You're never going to get to, 29,000 gear score, the Ustans of the level of the world, or the top tier, the #1 players, right? You're never going to get there because they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you can get into a decent level for free. Right now, like I said, they're giving around 15,000 gear score for free. You might be able to get 18 or 19,000 gear score in a couple of months, but just grinding the game, right? And then from there, it's going to get really, really hard to go further because after like 18,000 gear score, you're looking at trying to get tier 6 weapons and armors and then upgrading them with the sun points, the moon points, the star points. Like, it becomes really, really hard to get further than 18,000 or 19,000 gear score. So that's where a lot of people are stuck at right now. And over time, of course, things will get easier and easier and easier. That it just happens, right? It happens over time. More and more items are created. And yeah, they'll keep doing these kind of events and catch-up events and things. And don't forget, as a free or new player, there's this thing called the Arc Life. Or the Arc Pass, excuse me. The Arc Pass gives out free game rewards. Once again, you do have to stake. So you have to stake 1,000 BSLT, but then you do these missions and you get these free rewards. And then once you finish it, you get all of your 1,000 BSLT back. So it really doesn't cost you anything. You just stake the BSLT, get the rewards, use them for your character to upgrade. Or if you wanted to, you could go ahead and sell these as well. Like, if you're just trying to make money, there are opportunities out there to make money. Anyway, that's it. That is the update here. This week, I feel it in my bones that we're going to get an update. I feel like we're going to get either the Ancestral Skill update or the new like scrolls and upgrades and potions and things like that. The tier 3 Luna Gems. Maybe we get both this week. That's what I think. I think maybe we get both. We'll see what happens. I feel like we're going to get an update. We're about the middle of the month here in January, and we're looking forward to that right there. But yes, this Divine Key event, definitely really cool. Come check it out. This is Archeworld. It is free to play, but I always tell people it's like a free trial. If you are going to play this game, you do want to at least stake 1,000 BSLT, which again is what, $20 right now. So you're going to want to get some BSLT tokens. It's incredibly painful to play the game as a 100% free to play player, and it's always been like that, right? And that's an anti-botting technique, right? They don't want people to make hundreds and hundreds of accounts and just be like, free to play, go farm everything, get freebies, and then sell it. Like, it just doesn't work. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the arena.